Hello and welcome to today's session of Imagine America Radio. I'm your host, Bob Martin, President and CEO of the Imagine America Foundation, also known as IAF. To date, IAF has supported more than 190,000 enrolling high school seniors as they embark on their skilled trades educational journey with scholarships, career resources, and financial planning tools. To learn more about how the Imagine America Foundation can support your students as they prepare for college during their senior year, visit our website at www.imagine-america.org. On today's session of Imagine America Radio, we're featuring Northwest Career College, located in Las Vegas and Henderson, Nevada. Northwest Career College has been providing quality education since 1997. Counselors, if you have students that are looking for top quality education in the fields of healthcare, business, legal, and technology, I urge you to visit their website at www.northwestcareercollege.edu. Together with Northwest Career College, the Imagine America Foundation has now assisted more than 150 enrolling students earn a scholarship so they can train at Northwest Career College. Today, we're joined by Dr. Thomas Kenny, Chief Information Officer at Northwest Career College. Dr. Kenny has dedicated his career to higher education in Northwest Career College, serving in a variety of roles since a very young age, and you are in very good hands. Dr. Kenny, the floor is yours.
Thank you so much, Bob, for that wonderful introduction. And thank you to everybody who's tuning in here today. I really appreciate your time and attention for letting me share a little bit about a place that I have learned to call home, Northwest Career College. As Bob mentioned, I have dedicated much of my professional career to working in higher education, with the large majority of that experience being spent here at Northwest Career College, and it is an institution that I am passionate about. He also mentioned that this is a place where you can look for, if you're trying to seek high quality higher education, specifically in that vocational training space. And I couldn't be more excited to share with you a little bit more details. So with that in mind, who is Northwest Career College? As Bob mentioned, we were started in 1997 here in Las Vegas, Nevada, and we started with a single location. And most recently, we have expanded across town into Henderson as well, here in the Las Vegas greater metropolitan area. We have got a variety of programs in a number of different industries, as Bob mentioned as well, with the healthcare, legal, business, and technology spaces. But more than anything, telling you about this, I'd love to show you a little bit about who is Northwest before we dive in any further. So with that in mind, so I hope you all enjoyed that short video there that showed you just a little bit about kind of what sort of experience you could expect if you enroll at Northwest. One of the things that we like to highlight that we do a little bit differently are our campus facilities. As you can see here on the screen, we've got a pretty extensive physical campus, and we have made that choice because we really want to make sure that we can offer our students that traditional college feel with having a real campus life that they can access while still doing so in a way that's mindful of overall tuition costs and making sure that students can get very specific vocational training in the area that they're looking to pursue, and at a mindful price point, as I mentioned. So, as you can see here, we actually have at our main location, which is in Las Vegas, we have 6 facilities that are all within walking distance that are housing our different programs. We have 17 programs actively available at our main campus that are shown in buildings A through F on the screen. We additionally have our second location that's out in Henderson, and there we've expanded with 3 of our most popular programs, our medical assistant, medical billing and coding, and phlebotomy technician programs. We were getting tremendous interest from students across town who were hoping for something that was a little bit less of a commute. And so we were very excited after over 20 years in the Las Vegas location to bring our services across town to serve a different population of students. So we really take pride in our facilities. When you walk on campus, you feel the energy, and it feels different than at the other schools. I can say that from personal experience, and it's something that you have to be here in order to see what that feels like. But it really is something that we do that's pretty special. Beyond that, we are a very mission-driven company. And so our mission is to inspire the next generation of professionals through our dedication to service, commitment to mentorship, and innovation in education. And this is something that we regularly talk about as a group of professionals ourselves who work at the institution. And how is it that we, as role models for the students who choose to pursue their education through us, can really benefit from what it is that we have to offer. So that includes everybody who works in every different position, whether it's the front office, our facilities team, through our career services advisors and faculty. We really take it to heart that it is our job and our mission to inspire the students who come through our doors. And we try to do that through, as it says here, our dedication to service. We have been Talk of the Town award winners for over 10 years, as well as numerous other awards related to our customer service. We really focus on the mentorship aspect. As you all saw in the video, we place an emphasis on having seasoned, experienced instructors who are in the field, able to speak from that place of having walked the walk in the careers that our students are trying to enter, and showing them what it's like, and teaching them how to be a very strong professional. And then the last piece of that is the innovation in education. And that's something that has really served us well, something that we've seen that students are hoping for over time in an increasing amount is meeting them where they're at. And so we were kind of very far ahead, I think, of the curve in incorporating online education into our programs, focusing on the most valuable aspects of what online education has to offer in terms of the theoretical knowledge that we're giving our students, and then making sure that we're prioritizing face-to-face interactions with our instructors for those hands-on skills in order to prepare them for the workforce. And so we really do believe that by blending those two methods together, that we are able to get the best of both worlds. And it also was one of the things that has allowed us to offer very flexible schedules to our students, because we try to cater to students who are fresh out of high school, who are looking to go full-time, but also to working professionals who maybe have families at home that they're responsible for, are working a job full-time throughout their schooling. And so this allows us to meet a wide variety of needs from our students. We're also very driven by our core values. And the core values that our institution maintains are positivity, adaptability, and collaboration. As I mentioned, the campus life here feels different, and we really focus on making sure that it's a positive environment that students want to come to. That's a core part of how it is that we run the school, is by making sure that if students want to be here and want to come to the facilities, want to be with their teachers, that they're going to be ready to receive the education that we have to offer. And that's such a huge part of students being successful. We also try to make sure that our staff members focus on being adaptable, because as much as there's a plan that we have for how it is that we're going to move through lessons and how it is that we're going to support students, every student's unique and every student's different. And so our faculty and our advisors really work to make sure that they can meet each student where they're at, and they really customize the support that they're offering to students along the way, in order to make sure that everybody has the best experience for them. And then collaboration. This is something that we model for our students through our own employees, but we really focus on training them on how to be good team members. For any of you who have worked with a team member who's maybe not the best team member, you know how much that can put a strain on people in the workplace. And so something that our employer partners have really valued from us over time is how much we place an emphasis on the professionalism aspect of training our students in those soft skills, so that by the time they get out, they're not just ready to do the technical skills of the job, but they're ready to operate in the space where it is that they're going to be a professional. And so these things really show up in every aspect of the institution. And really, it's fundamentally about our students and helping them graduate. And that's really what drives our mission, what drives our core values. And in these moments when we get to share these incredible accomplishments with our students, that makes all the hard work worth it. That said, how do we accomplish it? I've referenced our advisors a number of times. We really focus on a three-pronged approach throughout the process. We focus on personal success and providing support from a whole student perspective, because if you are worried about transportation or your childcare or food security, it's very difficult to focus in class. And so we make an active effort to work with our students to help connect them with resources that they need in order to feel personally secure and ready for school. We build upon that with academic success and providing academic support through both academic advisors and faculty members, whether it be help on study skills or specific tutoring on hands-on skills or theoretical knowledge that the students maybe need a little bit of additional assistance with. We have a very robust process where students can sign up for those unlimited sessions throughout their entire time in school in order to access the sort of support that they need to be successful. And then finally, the pinnacle of that is really working with our career services team to focus on career success that really starts kind of early in their education and continues throughout their program, where we focus on interviewing techniques, resume writing, preparation for going out into the workforce, placing them with externship and employer partners to make sure that their first step into a career is a positive one, because we know that if they have a really good first step into the industry, that can totally alter the trajectory and make it likely that they're going to succeed as they progress in their career. So we think that this is super important. And as I mentioned, the highlights of that are the different resources that we offer on campus and connecting students with community resources. We offer, as I also said, tutoring sessions, makeup hours, and certification preparation, because we encourage all of our students to get certified in their respective fields. That feeds right into their career services. Our certified students do better in terms of their overall outcomes, and that career services team helps our students through the externship process and with placement assistance. So we really do think that it takes all three pieces of this in order to help a student reach their full potential going through one of our programs, and it's why we have such a robust advising team throughout the campus. I referenced this earlier as well, but something that you can trust is that it's not just us who thinks that we're great. We have won the Talk of the Town award for excellence in customer satisfaction for over a decade straight. We have won the Best of Las Vegas Gold Award for Best College and University in Las Vegas for 5 years. And we have been acknowledged as one of the fastest growing private companies for several years by Inc. 5000. And these really just speak to the incredible growth that we've had as people have learned about our campus, but also maintaining the quality throughout that experience that is recognized by looking at, you can even just go look at our Google reviews or our Facebook reviews, and they really speak to exactly what you're seeing here on the screen, which is that our students really enjoy coming with us. That said, now that you know a little bit about the institution, I'll share a little bit about the industries that we work in so that we can see which industry is right for you. So as the video mentioned, we operate in a number of different spaces. I wanted to start by calling out massage and body work, because our massage therapy program was our very first program back in 1997. And so we have managed to be, we are the longest standing massage therapy program in Las Vegas, and it is our flagship program. So there are a number of different pathways that students who come to us can pursue after they graduate, working in an independent spa or working in a hotel spa. There are a number of options inside of the hospitality industry here in Las Vegas. Also working in a more medical-oriented pathway, going into chiropractic offices, or starting your own business as an independent contractor. On the right, you can see some highlighted spaces where our graduates have worked previously, but that is just a small selection that you'll see on other slides as well. We have had hundreds and hundreds of graduates, and so it would be impossible to share all the places where they've worked. But these are some of the places that are kind of exciting depending on your future career goals. We also have a number of programs in the medical space related to healthcare. As you all can see on the left here, these are just the actual names of the programs that are offered in there, and there are numerous opportunities within each of those programs. So we offer a medical administrative assistant program that's more focused on administrative and front office skills, a medical assistance program that's focused on clinical skills in the back office of a medical facility. We have medical billing and coding, which focuses on insurance specialists, as well as a number of areas where they focus on credentialing physicians. We have pharmacy technician, which can work in community pharmacies that you might see, such as Walgreens or CVS, but also inside of hospital facilities and specialty pharmacies where they compound specialized drugs for folks who are in special need. We have a very robust phlebotomy technician program that works exactly where you might think in labs where people get their blood drawn, as well as in hospital facilities. And then our newest program has taken off with quite a bit of momentum, our radiography program that we opened after just receiving a tremendous amount of interest and inquiries from students who were asking us to open up this program. And so that's something where you can work in skilled facilities that offer radiology services, as well as in hospitals. So there are just a number of different pathways if medical is your flavor. We also have a more dental-oriented healthcare set of programs. We have our dental administrative assistant program, which offers training on front office and insurance in the dental space, as well as our dental assistant program, which offers clinical dental assistant training. As a dentist myself, these are areas of personal passion. I used to personally be the manager of both of these programs, and so I can say that they are tremendous. Not just because I was the one running them, but because I know exactly what the students learn. And it is based in the actual science that you learn in dental school. And we've worked with a number of large dental support organizations, as well as individual providers, to help them with staffing their offices. Then moving on, we have our business, legal, and technology programs that are listed here. In the business space, we have our business administration career pathway, which gives a more general-oriented set of training. There's diploma level training for moving into customer service and administrative positions, and then our degree-oriented program offers opportunities for students to take on more training in management level responsibilities related to finance and HR, and really gives you the tools that you need if you're looking to hopefully seek a promotion inside of an office, or if you're looking to maybe learn some entrepreneurial skills in order to launch your own business. We also have in the criminal justice program, legal assistant program, and paralegal studies program. Those are really our legal-oriented programs. With criminal justice, there are career pathways focusing in security or moving into law enforcement, as well as a variety of related spaces there, such as probation and parole, are all possible pathways. And then in the legal space specifically, our legal assistant and paralegals tend to work in traditional law firm settings or working with our courts here in Las Vegas. And you can again see some of the places that they have worked previously. And last but certainly not least, in the middle of that list is our information technology program. That is one that we also opened up earlier this year due to significant community demand. It focuses on training on IT technician skills so that students can learn how to become entry-level network administrators, with plans to build that into associate degree offerings here early next year so that we can start offering more in the area of cybersecurity and advanced networking. So really, after hearing about all those, I don't know what exactly career you're looking for. It depends on, your particular student, but the question is, what are you waiting for? We've got a lot of options here and choices that can really meet a variety of interests for students. And as I mentioned, it's something that we think we are best in class here in Las Vegas. So that said, we encourage you to have to yourself book a campus tour. We'd love to host any of you who are counselors to come see the facilities so that you know exactly what we're talking about when we're sharing with students. Or if you're a prospective student who's looking to go back to school, we'd encourage you to come visit as well. On your screen, you can see here a QR code that's going to take you to a landing page so that we can get in touch with you. Or you can go directly to our website if you want at www.northwestcareercollege.edu.
Hey,
And that concludes my presentation. Thank you, Bob.
well, thank you, Dr. Kenny. I apologize interrupting you. I think it's very important information that you shared with our audience. I find it particularly valuable when I'm looking at presentations, particularly people that are earning certificates and diplomas that you offer at NCC, hands-on and field experience through your different programs. I think that's very, very important for students to get that kind of experience. I think it's awesome. Before we close, I want to take a couple of questions that many of our seniors and our families tend to have when they're deciding to look at a school, particularly this time of year, which is when they start looking, when high school seniors start looking at school. So the first question always is there a GPA requirement for admissions to Northwest Career College?
That is a great question, Bob. So we do not have a GPA requirement for admissions. You must be a high school graduate in order to enter all of our programs. And then for certain programs, specifically our associate degrees, there is an entrance exam that we use to assess readiness for that. But if you are a little bit nervous, you tend to have test anxiety, don't you worry. There are preparation materials that we provide to all students. You can take a couple of different cracks at the exam. And for 4 of our 5 associate programs, there's actually a diploma level offering in the same exact field so that you can begin your training and then you can build up those academic skills in order to pursue that associate degree. And you're able to transfer all of your credits into that degree program once you've finished.
Wow, that's great. Hey, you talked about getting nervous about getting into school, going to school, starting school. I think the first step that we seem to hear a lot here at Imagine America has to do with financial aid.
Yeah.
In particular, what are the kinds of things that you have available to help to hold the hand, to guide the potential student through the FAFSA and the financial aid process?
That's, I'm not surprised you all hear that question because we get it a lot too. Our financial aid team is one of the biggest that we have here on campus because we believe that it's important that we provide that support. So we'll do a preliminary financial aid evaluation with every student who inquires just to answer basic questions that they have about the process, whether or not you've enrolled with us. We want to serve as a resource because we think as an educational institution that's important. But if you decide that you want to progress a little bit further, we'll schedule you with an individual consultation. We can help you fill out your FAFSA. We'll go over all of those details in order to access federal financial aid, help you make sure that you're getting the maximum amount of grant money, if possible, as well as discuss what student loans look like if that is part of the package that you need to pursue. But we also make sure that we're looking to find other ways to make college more affordable and accessible to our prospective students. So we have a very robust scholarship program that's offered for honestly too many that I couldn't share them all here, but we've got a number of different scholarships that are available for students, including students who maybe don't have access to federal financial aid like DACA students. So we've got a wide variety of offerings there. And then we also work with some community partners who have workforce grants that are available, as well as veterans education benefits for those dependents of veterans. Those can be accessible to them as well. So we have a wide variety of sources, and we work with you to explore all the possible options.
Well, I would be remiss not to say that you're one of our better Imagine America scholarship partners, and we really appreciate that. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Hey, Dr. Kinney, very quickly, what's the best way if someone listens to this presentation, they say, I want a little bit more information, I want to talk to somebody, or I want to send something to someone, an email, because that's generally some of the initial kind of contacts. What's the best way to do that when you're dealing with the Northwest Career College?
Absolutely. Well, if you're watching this on a computer, so you have your phone handy, you can scan that QR code right there and provide us with your name and phone number and email address, and we'll reach out to get you any materials that you need. Or if you're watching this on your phone and you don't have the ability to scan the QR code, feel free to visit that link, www.northwestcareercollege.edu. And we have a live chat operator there 24/7 to answer any questions that you have.
Great session. Thank you. We really appreciate it. Very informative, very hospitable, very, very easy to listen, follow through. My congratulations. Before I close, I want to thank all the participants, the education participants that took time out of their very busy schedules to join us today. We know that you've got other demands on your schedule, on your time. We appreciate you carving out just a little bit of time to listen to Dr. Kinney, hear about Northwest Career College and Imagine America Foundation. I'd also like to thank Dr. Kinney for an outstanding presentation and encourage you to contact him through the QR code with any questions relative to today's presentation. On behalf of the Imagine America Foundation, Dr. Kinney, myself, and Lauren Cunningham joining me in the studio. Thank you and goodbye.